I don't.
What? Don't have what?
Microphone.
We're live.
Calgary, welcome to timeouts. We're about to start the Alberta Cup. Calgary versus Edmonton. Let's give a round of applause for all players. Except
This Wi-Fi in here is going to suck. Sorry, guys. We'll have the comments up here in a minute. We're just getting ready to go.
We are just getting underway, guys. We have from Team Calgary, Joanne Ashton against Team Edmonton's Carlos Barboxa Borbosa.
Just getting underway on the right-hand table. This is one game. It's a team event. Worth 3 overall points.
Very much formatted after the
Mosconi Cup. So share away, guys. It's got a lot of people watching this.
It is the best of the best. These are the best players of Calgary versus the best of Edmonton.
After
there have been 7 qualifiers run in both cities, plus 2 in Red Deer. From those qualifiers, each player was awarded points based on the finish. That is how we came up with the teams, and we have the best of the best from Calgary taking on the best of the best from Edmonton.
Carlos with the lucky leave over there behind the 3 blocks the 1 for Joanne.
And Calgary's kind of under the gun on this one. Edmonton won it last year. This is the 2nd annual Alberta Cup.
Yeah, Edmonton came down, won it in Calgary last year.
And it's going to be a really packed weekend, full of pool. Again, this style of tournament is formatted somewhat after the Mosconi Cup. So tonight's play is the team event. They will be fighting for 3 points total tonight. Each team has the opportunity to take down each one of those points. So a total of 3 points will be awarded tonight. And tomorrow will be kind of a flip-flop between Scotch double, some singles play, male versus male female. It's really good mix-up of skill and talent. So jump cues are definitely allowed.
So race to 1. Jump cues are allowed. Yep.
So in the team event, there are 29 games to be played.
Three total overall points for this, but we're playing 14 games. Winner of the most games gets 1 point. We're going to start play another 14 games. Winner of that gets another point. And then we play, each team picks 1 player.
For the final point?
For the final point. They'll play 1 game, lag for break on that final, and that's 1 game's worth 1 point.
On the right-hand table here, looks like Carlos has a nice opportunity. A 1-9 combination to take the win for Team Edmonton. There it is. Carlos Barbosa takes it down. That puts the overall score 1-0 in the first race to 14. And on the left-hand table, looks like Ben Francis going to be running out, taking down the 9 ball, make it a tie ball game. There it is, tie ball game. Ben Francis over Brian Butler for the win. Up on the right-hand table, Joe Spence about to break for Team Calgary. Now, guys, you'll notice the shirts that these guys are wearing. These shirts were sponsored by Jam Up Apparel. We'll be putting up a poster that shows exactly what those shirts are. And I'll tell you what, the quality of those shirts, the design of those shirts are some of the sickest stuff that we've seen come out of Jam Up. They are for sale only for this broadcast for this weekend.
Who's
$49.95.
Who's Joe playing?
I'm not sure. $49.95 is the price of those. You can order those on the Jam Up website. Go under the CSL tab. As soon as the last broadcast is done on Sunday, they will no longer be available, and that shirt and that style will be retired from Jam Up. Alex Walker, what's going on? And let us know how our volume is, guys. Up on the left-hand table, we have Bev Ashton versus Roger Colbert. On the right-hand table is Joe Spence versus Sandy Honey Badger. And on the right-hand table here, Joe's looking pretty good in control of this table. Left himself, I think, a little bit far out on this 3-ball. May play the option on the 4-9 combo.
Yep. Bev to break on the left. We are playing with a 3-point rule on the break. Combination of balls down and balls across the head string have to equal 3.
And it looks like Joe is going to play the 4-9. He played the option for the combo.
So this is the best of 14 is the way
Absolutely.
Right now.
Best of 14. And there'll be 2 sets of that tonight. And then for the third and final point, each team will pick 1 player. And it'll be a single game for that final point. Joe Spence with the attempt here at the 4-9 combination to give Calgary an overall 2-1 lead. 9 on the break does count. Top 4 pockets only. There it is. Oh, wow. Almost drew that cue ball into the side pocket. Caught a little bit of luck, and the horn saved him. So Calgary takes a 2-1 lead over Edmonton.
There's a look at the teams where they're sitting, some of the hardware they're playing for.
Yeah, there's some nice looking trophies, let me tell you.
So on that other table, we're going to have John versus
Gary Hauk. Yeah, there's some nice stuff. So I'm going to switch that back over here.
John's about to break.
We'll go back onto the split screen.
Yeah. Be lots of bouncing around, but if we can get everybody to share the stream, let's get a bunch of people watching this.
Absolutely.
This is,
guys, these are some high skilled players. This is the best of Calgary, best of Edmonton.
unlucky break
Every
for John.
one of these players know how to handle a cue, let me tell you.
Well, there's some of the top 50 Fargo ratings in Canada playing here.
Absolutely. So you'll notice on the team shirts, on the bottom of the back, the skyline that you see there references each city. So the skyline for Edmonton is what you see on the bottom, and the bottom of Calgary shirts has the Calgary skyline. Amazing looking shirts. So Gary got a little bit of a rub on that 3 ball, was not playing that rub, but came out on the good side. And fairly nice sitting table for Gary on the right-hand table.
He's looking for the 1-9 combo, or he's looking at it on the left there, but the side's better.
Yeah, I think Roger on the left-hand table kind of thought wiser of that. If you miss a shot like that with a table that wide open, you're pretty much handing that game over to your opponent. Yeah, Kevin, it's the room is absolutely packed.
I think Calgary's in trouble on both these tables. They're fairly wide open.
Yeah, both Edmonton players at the table. They can take a 3-2 lead.
I mean, the 7 is a little tough there, but he might end up with a 7-9 combo on the left-hand table for Roger.
Yeah, where's the 6? 6 to the 7. I don't know if he'd play up table to play that 7-9 combination. Really going to be shooter's choice, depending on his comfort level and what he's feeling. If he's feeling good about it, he may take on that 7-9 combination, but I kind of think the way that table's laying out with a 6 down at the bottom left, he'll play underneath that 7.
Come on up here tomorrow, Kevin. Michael, how you guys doing?
Yeah, we're going to have it going on all weekend.
Yeah, I heard there's a few guys going to come up from Calgary tomorrow. Maybe you guys can carpool.
Yeah, I know Steph is going to be looking for a ride tomorrow. And the total prize pot that these guys are playing for, it is a winner-take-all event. So between all the qualifiers, money added from sponsors, advertisers, and Q Sports Live, the total pot was $5,040. And then Joanne Ashton from the Hidden Spot, playing for Team Calgary, piped up and said that she wanted to add $250 from the Hidden Spot if Brian from Top Shots would match it, which they both agreed to. So total pot, $5,540, winner take all. Chase, what's going on? John Arcand, how are you, buddy? And looks like Gary in control on the right-hand table as well. If he can make this 9 ball, that puts Team Edmonton ahead 4-3. That puts them ahead 4-3.
No, 3-2.
Oh, 3-2. Sorry, my bad. Hey, Bobby, how are you? Ryan, what's going on? We are in for it tonight, man. She's going to be a lot of good pool. Not only tonight, all weekend long.
So we got Eric versus Kathy on the left-hand table and Steven versus Rob on the rights.
So Team Calgary is Eric Vargas, Stephen Halem, Joanne Ashton, Bev Ashton, Joe Spence, Jonathan Pay-Pompey, Ben Francis. Team captain is Kevin Osborne. Team Edmonton is Roger Colbert, Carlos Barbosa, Brian Butler, Sandy Badger, Kathy Metzinger, Rob Cardinal, Darren Churchill as the captain. Format tonight. This is an event that Q Sports Live puts on. It's called the Alberta Cup, modeled after the Mosconi Cup. So tonight is the team event. It is a best of 14 twice. Each one of those is worth 1 point. And the final point will be decided by a single match, one player from each team. So a total of 3 points handed out tonight. over the course of the weekend, it is a race to 15.
So if it turns out 7-7 going in, there will be a tiebreaker. One game, each team picks a player, they lag for break, and play that tiebreaker for the point.
Oh, Romeo brothers, it is truly the Battle of Alberta this weekend. Not only do you have Team Calgary taking on Team Edmonton on the felt on the 9-foots, but we have Edmonton versus Calgary in the NHL. Calgary Flames versus the Edmonton Oilers. That's happening tomorrow night. So really a true Battle of Alberta this weekend.
So yeah, everybody just keep clicking that share button.
Yeah, you bet. Let's get it up, guys. Smash that share button. Let's go. Rob Cardinal at the table on the right-hand side, looking good. He looks
Rob
in control.
Phillips.
Or Phillips, sorry. I keep saying Cardinal.
Steven had the unusual break. He broke straight on and just smashed it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't.
And Eric.
Do the little cut break and make the wing ball, but.
Yeah, Eric's looking good on the left-hand table here. Really nice shot. Nice little weighted control. There is no first prize, Justin. This is winner take all. Total pot $5,540. Oh, an unusual miss out of Rob from there. That puts Steven at the table. And if Eric and Steven both win, they will win this match for.
No, it's 14.
Oh, yeah,
they go
sorry,
through
14,
twice.
yeah.
Nice weight by Eric there.
Eric takes the win over there.
Now they're going to redo this, so we're going to have a break. They got to fill out their next roster.
So Steven is looking good, looking in control of the table. Nothing tied up, control that cue ball. The key to victory.
Looks like it's Carlos and Ben coming up. Battle of the shorties.
They're vertically challenged.
Okay.
You have to be politically correct, Ryan.
Yeah.
So nice little stun draw shot over for the 7-ball. Well, Ted, buddy, welcome back.
So now
we'll do our best to keep the commentary on the good.
They Calgary had all the breaks. They were the home team for the first 7.
Yeah.
Edmonton's breaking the next 7. So
it does look like Steven has changed it up. It looks like he's shooting with a Revo.
yeah, and a new tip. What a time to change everything around.
Yeah. I didn't even notice that he had changed it out.
No.
Really? Why? How come? Very interesting. There you go. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but Jeff Wanless, general manager here at Top Shots. Steven's actually playing with his cue.
Steven had a new tip put on his the other day, and he doesn't like it.
Yeah.
So he's playing with a.
Went and hit with Jeff's cue yesterday, and yeah, 12.4 Revo shaft, Predator Icon 3 butt.
It's working.
It's apparently working. Oh, look at it. A battle of the ladies on the right-hand table.
Sandy and who?
Joanne Ashton.
Oops.
That's right. That's right. At least from Jeff Wanless to Calgary.
Battle of the pro-ranked ladies.
Yes.
On the WPBA. Sandy and Joanne are two of the top-ranked Canadians on that tour.
What is going on, Timothy? We had awesome holidays. Hope everybody else that is tuning in hasn't tuned in since the holidays.
Yeah.
Wish you all the best.
This is the first of our big events coming up for the next few months.
I'll tell you what,
busy,
it's going to get busy again. Sandy to break, makes a ball, and really nice position on that one ball. 8 comes and gives it a nice, gentle little rub.
Yeah, what you got, is that the 2 and the 5 tied up a little bit over there? But
well, the 2 goes into the side, so,
yeah.
I mean, as much as they're tied up, they're not. She can come back down center table, pocket 2 ball into the side pocket. 3 goes to the top right. That had to wipe its feet on the way in, but it found its way. Yeah, you can't really smack them too hard when you have that balance right extension in there. And I'll tell you, Sandy's looking good. Now, do you play this under the 8 or over the 8?
Hit it.
Oh, that's dangerous right there. A dangerous way to do it.
I don't think she was trying that, but
no, I don't either. But it worked out.
Ben's looking good on the left-hand table here. Long shot on the 4 for the 5 back there, but
yeah, he's got to bring it here. One shot. One shot for the for position on the 5 ball, and he should be home free.
Looks like he's coming down off the bottom and back up. Ooh.
And
Or play it in the side.
Yeah.
I like that.
Play a rattle out
Yeah.
side pocket bank shot.
I just wanted to bring the 9 off the bottom rail.
Yeah, that's right. We'll go with that. Now, for all the viewers out there that don't know where Q Sports Live is based out of, we are based out of Calgary. So if sometimes we come across maybe a little bit biased, it's us rooting on our home team.
Yep.
Split
We
screen,
can't,
absolutely. We'll get it on.
Oh, shit.
Oh, what?
Shit. Didn't have the split screen on. And that's a PG-13 word, so we're still good.
Will we be at Westerns in February? We will be. We will be there. Nice little shot from Sandy
with the
Badger.
run out.
Nice control.
Break and run.
Well executed shot to get down there on that for that 9 ball. Ben looking good to get out on the left-hand table. On the right-hand table, we have Joe Spence and Roger Colbert. The tables are Waranka.
Waranka, yeah.
Waraka?
Waranka. Something they're Russian.
Yeah. And the pocket size is about a 4.5. They are fairly open pockets. But they do have a pretty deep shelf. Roger goes up, ready to...
Did Steven win his?
Yep. There we go. Thanks, Mike. They're not 4 1/8. They are a lot bigger than 4 1/8. They're not even the 4 1/4 that Diamond has. Look outside pocket. What are the races to? It's not really, well, I guess it is a race. It's the Alberta Cup is modeled more after the Mosconi Cup. So tonight there's 2 races to 14. So it's the best of 14 twice. Each one of those is worth 1 point. And then the third point will be decided by each team selecting 1 player to play 1 game for the final point. So potential of 3 points handed out tonight. It can be a combination of 3 points for one team, 3-2 or 3-1 or 2-1, sorry. And then tomorrow we get into some Scotch doubles, some singles, male versus female. It's a mixed bag of talent.
Yeah, they're. Yeah, I said split like Kevin said. I said split that damn screen.
You did not say split. A for effort, though.
I'm with Kevin on that one. I like it.
All right, guys, we're getting up there as far as viewers. If
Keep
you are
sharing
just
away.
tuning in, yeah, share it up. What you're seeing is the best of Calgary versus the best of Edmonton. A game ran 7 qualifiers in Calgary, 7 in Edmonton, 2 in Red Deer. And for each event that you went to, you were assigned points based on how you finished. And that is how we came up with the teams. And I'll tell you, during all those qualifiers and even this event, as much as this is a Q Sports Live event, there are so many people that have put in time and effort to make all of this happen. Besides myself, Ryan, and Ben, Jody Lavin here at Top Shots. She ran all the qualifiers here in Edmonton, collected all the money. And then we had Val Freniel and Steph Toy in Red Deer.
Yep,
they ran it, collected all the money, and then Stephanie and Shannon George in Calgary ran all the qualifiers. So it really is beyond just myself, Ryan, and Ben. There was a whole lot of effort, a whole lot of time put in to making this event happen. Maybe Ryan will shoot that camera over there at all the hardware that we got. So on top of the cash that these guys are playing for, there's all the hardware. The big Alberta Cup will be home to the winner's name, be it Team Calgary or Team Edmonton. There are trophies involved for the winning team. Winning team will take home and split a winner-take-all $5,540 purse. There will be an MVP award that'll be handed out. There's some hardware for the MVP. The MVP will also receive a Jacoby Ultra LD shaft fitted to their own playing cue. The winning team captain will also receive the Bob Danielson SS360 fitted to their playing cue. So lots of prizes, lots of hardware, and of course, a little bit of cash.
Yep. But again, the cash with this, everybody now that they see those trophies and the pride of winning, that's the main thing. The cash is the bonus.
You bet. And you know what? It goes beyond, again, all of the people that we did mention, because without the players coming out to support those qualifiers and play in those qualifiers, I don't think it would have been what it is.
No.
So a big, big thank you to everybody that did come down. You played in a qualifier. We really do appreciate it. It makes this event that much better for everybody to kind of watch and compete in.
On what we did with the qualifiers, there were $35 entry, $5 green fees to the venues. We took $10 out of the $35 and stuck it away into the main prize fund here. So the qualifiers are only playing for a $20 pot per player.
Yeah.
So for everybody to come out and play, that's Again, yeah, thanks for everybody that did, even for the guys that only made one tournament.
Yeah, you know what? At the end of the day, it all adds up. It's some really good experience, a lot of fun. And we'll stay tuned. We have some things coming up for you for next year.
Yeah, and that's a little benefit even the B and C players, I think.
Absolutely. But we'll get a little more into that once this is all done and over with.
Yeah, nice cut by Gary. Needs that to get safe.
What a
it
shot,
does.
Joe Spence. What a shot, Joe Spence.
And we'll be flashing through a bunch of the sponsors here. There's some guys that added money, some companies.
Yeah, and we've got a poster made up. We'll get into all of that. The action happens really quick in this particular section of our event. Games go by quick. It is 9-ball. Anything can happen in 9-ball. But we do have a whole lot of thanks to be doling out. We've got some new sponsors. We've got some Q giveaway from Q Sports Live stuff to kind of go over. Some shirts, all the shirts that you see these guys wearing, they are sponsored by Jam Up Apparel. And I'll tell you what, the screen does these shirts absolutely no justice. They are absolutely amazing shirts. Really, really high quality. Ryan will put that up real quick. And
so, yeah, I'll pop it up in between there.
They are available for sale, but it is limited availability. The shirts that you see these guys wearing, they're $49.95, but are only available throughout this broadcast this weekend. Come Monday morning, you won't be able to get them, and Jam Up will retire those shirts.
Oh, I like that. There's my bias coming out a little bit.
What happened?
Gary totally rattled the 9-ball.
Oh, no. That's unusual for Gary.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what? So here's some of the comments that we heard from the players and both teams actually last year when we ran the Alberta Cup.
And these guys played in some huge tournaments
Listen,
around the world.
These guys are Vegas Masters, and you know they've played in some high-end tournaments. And every single player that played in it last year said the pressure they felt was more than anything they've ever experienced.
And these guys, we've got players that played over in China in the Chinese 8-ball. They played around the world.
Absolutely.
Some of these guys with Brian Butler, Steven, Joe, Eric, all these guys have played major tournaments.
Yep.
And yep.
So coming up on the left-hand table here, we got Jonathan Pay-Pompey. I'm not sure who his opponent is. Looks like Kathy Metzinger. Overall score, 6-4 to Calgary, I believe. And looks like Joe Spence has got a little bit of a stretch here to get to this 4-ball. If he can pocket this, come around 2 rails, he'll have some nice shape for the 5-ball. Got to slow up. Nice shot. Yes, they are not called Q draws anymore. So for all of our regular viewers, prior to September, we used to do the Q draws, the same as what you see everybody else and their dog doing out there right now. We were hauled in and told that we were not allowed to do them anymore, that it is in fact illegal to do. So we went and talked to a bunch of lawyers, paid them a bunch of money. We're waiting on a bunch of paperwork so that we could do them. And they are back. They are not a Q draw anymore. It is a Q giveaway. What's going to end up happening with it? You send in $20, the same as you would on a Q draw, but you're not buying a ticket onto a Q draw. You are buying
a coupon.
The Q Sports Live Viewer Advantage, which consists of some discounted product and services from all of our sponsors. For example, discounts on Bob Danielson shafts, discounts on
Cues
Prevail
from 'em,
custom-made cues. There's discounts on Max Eberly, the writer of Zen Pool. There's all kinds of things that are going to be involved in the Q Sports Live Viewer Advantage. So within that coupon book is one entry into our Q giveaway.
Yep.
It is no longer based on the number of tickets to sell. It is based on the date.
One more game for Calgary, and we've won this first match.
Absolutely.
Won the first point.
First point, yeah. Yeah, so we're kind of excited. I mean, we haven't been able to do a Q giveaway since September.
Yep, but now we can.
Back. The one that we have up right now, I believe, is a BK3.
Yep, with a leather wrap.
BK3 leather wrap. So now I have to stress this. It is available only for Canadians at this point. We are waiting for lawyers to get back to us in regards to the paperwork for the United States side. But if you are in Canada, you want to take advantage of it, email transfer qsportslive@gmail.com. That will get you the coupon book and the entry fee into the Q draw.
Yeah, if you prefer not to, we do have a GoFundMe account. You can send your $20 in there too. It is gofundme.com/Q Sports Live, I believe, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, and that second table is now
Rob Phillip up to break.
Who's Rob playing?
Sitting a little bit tough on the one ball here. Might be able to back cut that.
Rob's playing
He's
Eric.
playing Eric Vargas. And if you are just new and joining in, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the Alberta Cup. Smash that share button, guys. Share it up. So I think the game-winning shot here, there's actually two of them. One is going to be the 3 to the 4, and then the 5 to the 6. So it needs to pocket this 3 ball into the top left-hand side, a little bit of draw with some right hand, come on top of the 4 ball. Put the 4 into the top right hand.
Oh, there's Kathy with a miss.
It is very, very fast-paced. There's not one member of any of these teams that don't know how to hold a cue. Wow, drew that right into the side pocket. That brings Eric Vargas up to the table for Calgary. Tony, what's going on, buddy? It is lightning-paced action here, I'll tell you. We're having a hard time keeping up. Ryan's madly typing in anytime there's a match that changes and new players coming in. But this is what we wanted it to be. It's fast-paced, it's action-packed, and every player here can hold a cue. They know what they're doing.
That's the first point for Calgary. John won that.
Absolutely. Calgary takes point number 1. So this is again patterned after the Mosconi Cup. So in this team event, last year when we did it, it was done with 10 ball, which is a little bit more strategic, a little bit more positional play and so on and so forth. 9 ball is a pretty fast-paced game, which is what we wanted it to be. And this is a Q Sports Live event, so we changed it from 10 ball last year to 9 ball this year.
Hey, Pete, how you doing?
That is a little bit close to the work. Eric gives us that big smile that he's got, but leaves himself pretty decent on this 9. It is a little bit close to the work, but shouldn't pose as a problem for Mr. Vargas. Right on, Steve. Thank you very much. Now we will send you the same as what we used to do with prior to September. We'll send you a picture with your name on that ticket. There's a little bit of revising still that has to be done on those Q Sports Live viewer packages. Once we have those done, we'll send that to you as well. Absolutely.
There's
they are going to play it out, I believe. They're going to play.
I think they're playing all 14 games.
Yeah,
it's good practice.
It is good practice for them. So Calgary has taken point number 1.
Who has been playing?
It looks like Sandy Badger. So out of the first 14 games available, Calgary has won that. That is their point. They will play out the remaining 14 games for practice. As soon as those are finished.
Oh, no. It's just they'll play the first 14 games total. We're at 13 now, so the Benz is the last game. Then we'll refill out, I think, the leg again.
Yep.
Then we'll do another 14.
Yep.
And then one game.
One game to decide the final point.
So Calgary's doing better. I think they were down like 6-0 last year before they got a first point.
I thought it was a little actually worse than that. They
or it's 8-1 8-1 at one point, yeah.
Last year before,
but I think it was 6-0 before
they
got a point, yeah. So, and with that, talking about that Q giveaway, it's because it's a contest, and that's when we do legals.
Absolutely.
So we got an opening and closing date.
Yes.
We can have multiple contests open at once, so it's not like we're going to sell 300 tickets on one queue. As soon as we've covered our cost on that, we'll open another contest.
Yeah.
And we have signed a deal with Jacoby.
We did?
Yes. So we'll have lots of Jacoby products.
You bet.
And we have a deal with Thumper Jump Brake Cues.
Amazing, amazing jump brake cue. So I'm going to give you the lowdown on this Thumper Jump cue. When Ryan and I were out in Niagara Falls, this is where we met the fellow that developed the Thumper Jump brake cue. This is it right here. And for a comparison of what this thing hits like, if you've ever hit with a BK Rush, that's what it hits like. It hits every bit as good as a BK Rush. On top of that, you get the jump cue with it that jumps every bit as good as the IQ jump cue that we were talking about. However, the price point is a little bit different. For the BK Rush, on any given day, you can pay $800 to $1,000 US just for the brake cue. For that Thumper, a total price $450 US, and you get a jump and a brake cue. So can't be beat as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
the
nice
hit is
three-piece.
Phenomenal.
Actually, the butt of it, the bottom piece is made by Jacoby.
Yes, it is.
And Richard Splood makes the shaft, which is rosewood. Or sorry, not rosewood. It's the hell is it? Purple Heart. That's it.
Yep.
Purple Heart impregnated with resin. And we tried that thing.
It is absolutely amazing.
That's one thing you'll notice with, and it's the same thing when we talked with Brandon Jacoby, when we talked with Richard. We met them both out at the APA Border Battle in Niagara Falls.
We did.
We will not endorse any product that we do not like ourselves and
100%.
have tried. And
if I can't put my name on it,
yeah.
or Ryan can't put his name on it, or Ben can't put his name on it, it doesn't go on the screen.
No, I don't care how much money you got. And it came down with, I mean, Jacoby, when we tried, Brandon gave us their new carbon fiber shaft. We'd seen it, and this was still their prototype back then. And he's like, here, and he pulls it off out of his display case. He wasn't letting anybody touch or see it, other than in display, and he's threw it on a cue and hands it to us. And this is towards the end of the night.
Yeah.
He says, go try it. So Grant and I go start hitting with this thing, and it's amazing.
Well, I'll tell you what. The taper on that Jacoby carbon fiber shaft is so much better
than the Revo.
Than that Revo shaft. The Revo shaft to me feels like I'm playing with a piece of lumber. It's so thick. But the taper on that Jacoby
it's
is
a pro
just like,
pro taper, like a regular shaft.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's like a regular shaft, but it's carbon fiber. So hits absolutely amazing. Look at this. Speak of the devil, Mr. Damien Pongpanic.
jam up.
Jam up himself. What's going on, Damien? I got to give you props, my brother. Those shirts that you made for the Alberta Cup are second to none.
They are awesome.
The quality of those things, the design of those things are off the rail. Not sure what you're talking about, Curtis, but not really wanting to hear that.
Looks like Ben's going to get another one here.
Yeah. And if you notice on those shirts that they're wearing that Damien and Jam Up did for us, on the lower backside, you'll see the silhouette of the Calgary skyline on the Calgary shirts and the Edmonton skyline on the Edmonton shirts.
I'm going to go check
I know that the
something
camera doesn't really do it a whole lot of justice, but I'll tell you what. We'll put up a poster kind of in between some of the action here. They are absolutely amazing shirts. Now, Damien has agreed to do do Q Sports Live a little bit of a solid. He will allow those shirts to be bought this weekend only. $49.95. They are available on the Jam Up website under the Q Sports Live tab. As soon as this weekend is over, you cannot order these shirts again. They will go into retirement and not be made ever again come Monday. What tip comes on the thumper? He did tell us, but it's kind of a doctored tip. He has put so much time and effort. I think he reviewed 90 or some different tips, 92 tips throughout the world, and it was for the jump control and the hit on the brake. Those were the two kind of factors that he was looking for in those 92 tips.
So they took the best, ranked the best brake.
Yep.
And then they took whoever, they had quite a few guys test it, and then took their favorite with the jump. Best jump performance.
Yep.
That each guy liked, and then they took.
We have to change the names on the left.
Yeah, they've rolled into the second match. We're halfway through. I don't know where we're lost.
Yeah, they haven't given us a score sheet, but it's Roger Colburn on the left versus Joanne Ashton. Costas, it is 1-0 for Calgary. So when you see the scoreboards below, you'll see below the Alberta Cup 2018-2019. Overall, they are racing to 15 points. On the left side of that is a red number 1. On the right of that is 0. That would put Calgary at 1, Edmonton at 0 overall.
And I'm going to double check now that we got. We got Joe versus
Gary Hauk. No troubles at all, Costas.
Okay,
So
I'm going to go
right-hand-
double check and see where we're at in the second one here
Sure.
now.
So right-hand table, you've got Gary Hauk at the table for Team Edmonton. Shooting the 2-ball, natural shape to get to the 3-ball. Joanne Ashton on the left-hand table, shooting for Team Calgary. What a nice hit, Joanne. Overall, not a bad shot. Left a little bit of distance between the cue ball and the one ball. Leaves a little bit of a cut for Roger. Cut that one ball into the bottom right-hand pocket. Gary Hauk looking good on the right-hand table, shooting on the 4 ball. Play position around 2 rails for 6 ball into the same pocket.
Ben won his. So we're 1-0 in the second set.
And under hit that a little bit. He wanted that 6 ball in the same pocket as what the 4 ball was deposited on the bottom right. So may elect to play safe here. Hide behind that 7 ball at the top end of the table. What's happening with the score? Mark, Calgary leads 1-0. Overall race to 15. The format tonight is a team format, so 14 games to be played. It is a best of 14 for 1 point. That one has been won. That's been won by Calgary. We are now into the second set of 14.
Yep, so these are the second and third games. Ben won the first one there, so we're 1-0 in the race to 8. It's pretty much what we're doing in the second set here. So.
Yep. The third point will be awarded by 1 player from Edmonton playing 1 player from Calgary.
What a shot by Steven. Wow.
by Joe?
Or was that Joe? Sorry, yeah. Watch this. He cuts that in.
Nemo, thank you. No way he cuts that in. Wow, rail first cut in. What?
And now he just made the bank, fires the bank in.
Yep.
Set for the 8 with good shape of coming to the 9.
Yep. Colton, no. If they go tied at 7-7, there is a playoff game. Each team will pick 1 player, and it'll be a single game for that point. There is music going in the background here, Catherine. Not sure. What an out for Joe Spence.
There's the teams and some of the hardware they're playing for there, guys.
Royce Kwan, what's going on, buddy? Hey, did you get Steph's message about that jam up shirt or shirts that you wanted? If you go back and look on the comments underneath, she's answered your question. Is anybody else getting buzzing? Shouldn't be any buzzing. Yeah. Hey, Sharon.
I love snooker.
Thanks
That's
for
my
coming home.
Snooker's my favorite to watch.
Yep.
Oops.
It was actually a really good match with snooker on the other Q Sports Live. We're live in Vancouver as well.
That's what she was watching, I think.
Yeah. It was Brady Golan versus Kevin Drew.
Oh, no, that's wrong. Kathy's not playing there.
Slight buzz, still got buzzing. Yeah, it was cracking.
Is that any better?
Now there is buzzing. Yes, there it is again.
Now it's buzzing. Huh. Unless it's because we got all those extra cords running, I don't know.
For sure it is. Guys, we'll try to take care of the buzz here when we do a quick shutdown reset. We won't do that right at this point, but when we do shutdown reset, we'll see what we can do to take that away.
Worse. Worse. I believe it's when we move.
Voices are fading.
Well, I turned the gains down, but...
Well, I turned those back up.
Yeah. Can't hear us 'cause it's like SOS.
Who got the Edmonton point? Nobody's got an Edmonton point yet.
Well, on the bottom they do.
On the bottom, yeah. Gary Hauk, I believe. Sounds like a bad connection. Now it's back. Buzzing. Good now? Oh,
it's
Michael
good now.
says it's good now.
Boom, you fixed it clear now. Okay.
Perfect.
Nope. I don't know.
Well, guys, like I say, we'll try to correct that out when we do a shutdown restart. All right, so back on the tables, Roger at the table for Team Edmonton on the right-hand side, looking in really good control.
Okay, it's saying good now, so.
So it must be 2-2 because I think Roger won as well.
Well, Roger had one over on the left-hand table.
Oh.
Excuse me. I'll go check after these two games and see where we're at.
The Mikes might need a Snickers. Indeed, and if they don't, I do. Nice shot from Roger.
Rob?
Rob, why do I keep doing that?
I don't know.
I've been calling everybody the wrong name all night.
Well, at least it's the Edmonton guys anyway you're calling the wrong name.
Well, I might call you the wrong name by the end of the night.
That's fine.
Rob Phillips takes it. Yeah, we got the game on right beside us. So not only do we get to watch some awesome pool, we get to watch a Flames game tonight, and then it is a true battle of Alberta this weekend. Calgary's taking on Edmonton not only on the felt but on the ice as well. Calgary Flames versus Edmonton Oilers tomorrow night.
Yeah, Darcy should come down and see us now that we're up in his trader hometown.
Yeah, no doubt, Darcy. What are you doing? Come on down. So on the right-hand table, we now have Eric Vargas versus Brian Butler. Bev Ashton at the table on the left hand.
Ooh, Kathy had rattled one, now Bev rattled one. Even for the sides of these pockets, though, they do tend to rattle. I don't know if it's a deeper shelf or what it is on here.
Yeah, the Waranka, I mean, they're not tight pockets. They just have a really deep shelf. Corey, we're pretty unbiased. We just want to see good pool. We are from Calgary, so naturally we want to see Calgary win. But I think you know us by now. We're pretty unbiased. Good pool is good pool, no matter who's shooting it.
Definitely.
I didn't see who won on the left there.
Kathy.
Kathy did?
Yeah.
So
dry break from
left-hand
Eric.
table we'll have Stephen Halem. versus Carlos Barbosa. It is alternating breaks. Nice little touchy shot from Brian on the right-hand table. Brian is the owner at Top Shots here. Played a nice little two-way shot there. Tried the bank on the one ball and played the weight that if he missed, left the cue ball down at the end of the table. Missed it pro side. Crackle is back. It's when you walk
10
off.
seconds. Oh, it's because I set my mic. We'll just have to mute it next time. You're slacking on the soundboard over on your side.
Darcy says $2 on Carlos.
Okay.
Steven's playing with a Revo. He is.
It's a borrowed cue.
It is. He put a new tip on his cue yesterday and then didn't like it. So now he's playing with Jeff Wanless' cue, which is 12 point something or other.
12-4.
12-7, I think, with a Predator Icon 3 butt.
So Edmonton should like that. We're even handicapping Steven. He's not playing with his own cue.
Yeah. But you know what? You got to give it to Jeff Wanless being general manager here at Top Shots in Edmonton.
Yep.
Willing to give up his cue. Jeff Wanless.
It's a nice hit by Carlos.
Really nice hit. Nice control on the weight.
I think Steven might put him behind that 8 ball with the cue ball down, or the 1 ball down the center bottom of the table here. Brian playing a little safe on the right-hand side here.
Yeah, we got the answer for your Revo 12-4, Royce. We got Jacoby Q's coming on board with Q Sports Live, and their new carbon fiber shaft. The taper on that is unbeatable.
Yeah, they got a pro taper on that thing. It's awesome.
Todd, what's going on? What's for dinner?
We got the vertically challenged guy with the short cue now.
Yeah. Shorty using the shorty.
Yeah. Carlos with the jump shot.
Oh, nice effort.
Nice
he
hit.
Didn't miss that by much.
No.
Does he get the...
No.
Nope. I thought he might get the members roll there, being that this is his home bar.
If Eric can hit this full, he could get a good safe out of this. Oh, he's blasting at it.
Overall, not a bad leave.
No.
I don't know if he's going to like his next shot, but...
Depends on how fancy Brian wants to get here. He can always draw into that corner to sink it, but then you're losing where the 2 ball's going too.
Yeah. What do we think of the new Q-Tech shaft?
I haven't played with it yet.
Yeah, I haven't really seen it.
Nice combo.
We have a shaft. We actually will, Royce. Part of Predator coming on board with us. They're going to send us samples of
Jacoby coming on board.
Jacoby. They're going to send us samples of all of their shafts. So we've hit with the Ultra Pro shaft from
their new Ultra shaft. Yeah.
Yeah, Ultra low deflection shaft. 160 pieces in that shaft. That thing hits amazing.
Zero deflection in that thing.
It's just their Jacoby carbon fiber shaft. I don't know if they've come up with a name. It's not officially on the market. We only know about it because we met Brandon in Niagara Falls.
Yep.
Yeah, Niagara Falls, and he happened to have it with him and let us go out and
I'd started
test hit.
I started telling that story. We were talking to him, and I'd seen it, and he's got it screwed into their display case.
Yeah, you can't take it out.
No, you can't take it out. And I'm like, is this your new carbon? He goes, yeah, and he pops it out, unscrews it, and he goes, wasn't letting anybody try it, but he'd come talk to us about looking at our stream and everything else. And
yeah.
he's like, oh, you want to try it? I'm like, I'd love to. So he grabs this butt and throws it on there, and then I'm looking at the price tag of the butt. Here's a $3,000 cue he just sent us off with to try hitting with it. Grant and I start hitting with it back and forth, love it. We go back out towards the end of the night to give this thing back. He's packed up and gone.
Yeah.
So we're sitting here with over a $3,000 US Jacoby cue.
I could use an iced tea.
Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah. Thanks. And so here we got this cue overnight and come back. We set up the next morning. He comes over. So how'd you like that? Really, wow, we love that.
No doubt. You know what? It hit amazing. And you know what? I give a lot of that to the taper on that carbon fiber. It plays and feels more like a normal shaft.
Yeah.
Right. When I play with a Revo, it feels really thick, like I'm hitting with a piece of lumber.
Yeah. Hey, look at that. I got $2.
Yeah, you do. Stephen Holem with the win. Pulls him back.
Looks like we got Gary coming up on the left-hand table.
Okay, so we'll explain kind of how the scoring works. Each game is what you'll see next to the names, either Joanne, Gary. So the total number of games won, you'll see beside each name. The race that they're going to is race to 8, so best of 14. On the top under the Alberta Cup 2018-2019.
That's the overall.
Calgary is overall leading 1-0 in an overall race to 15.
So as you'll see on the scoreboards and the shirt colors, Calgary's red, Edmonton's blue.
Yeah. John, what's going on in Chicago? Thanks for tuning in.
If we can keep everybody hitting that share button for us.
Of course, share it up, smash it. Some of the best players around in Alberta.
Well, Western Canada and Canada for that matter.
Yeah.
Got the VNEA World Champs playing for Calgary. That's their whole team.
Pretty much, yeah.
That is their team from last year that won the World Championships for the second year in a row.
Yes, they're going
down
to go
at
back
the VNEA
this
Grandmaster,
year for
yeah.
repeat.
With the addition of Bev and Joanne. Always nice to add twins to anything you do, I think.
Juan Mata, what's going on? So I'm going to take 3.5 seconds, run outside, and make sure it's still minus holy hell out there.
Oh, bad miss from Gary there.
And I'll be right back here, guys. I'll leave you in the capable hands of Mr. Epp.
Who says I'm capable?
No, Blaine, they won't be doing any Scotch or singles tonight. It is only the team event tonight. We didn't want tonight to go too long because tomorrow is going to be a really long day. We start at 10 o'clock. We go live 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Last match is played at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. So we didn't want to go too long tonight. And then if and or when on Sunday we need to go, it'll be the same thing, live at 10 o'clock. So I'm going to leave you in the hands of Ryan. I'll be right back.
Yeah, so, and we do have breaks put in for tomorrow. Everything's timed for the most part. So we do have some breaks for the players in and out tomorrow. So we got Joanne up on the left-hand table. Ben's tough up against the rail on the right-hand side there. And we do have some player cards that once we get into tomorrow where we got singles matches, races to 5, Scotch doubles, races to 5, we do have player cards that I can pop up that will show sort of like this. Here's Brian and Ben's. It does show their Fargo ratings, stuff like that. We have those for each player. We'll have those up more tomorrow. We can talk about the players where you can see them, Fargo ratings and such. There you go. Mike saying Stevens from Vancouver. Joanne sitting at a 610 Fargo rating. Gary's is 680, I believe, somewhere in around there, if I can remember. Which Stephen, well, Stephen Holem, that's playing for Team Calgary, originally is from BC. Prince George. We got his mom and dad and younger brother here watching. And again, Stephen Folem and Stephen Holem, two different spellings of Stephen as well. Just said 714 for Gary. No, that was actually Brian's that was up there. Like I said, I don't have them all up at the moment. It's Team Edmonton. Hang on, I'll see what. Gary is a 685. Like I said, Ben's 719. Roger Colbert is a 686. So when we get through tomorrow, we'll have the player cards up for the matches, stuff like that, as we go along. Just, it's too quick right now for us to change the stuff around on our programming. And tomorrow we'll get into a lot of our sponsors and stuff like the CCS here. What's that? First one to 3 wins? No, it's first one to win. First one to win 5 tomorrow. It's a race 2-5, not best of. Tomorrow's race 2-5 for everything. Not best of, it's race 2-5.
I guess I should unmute my mic. All right, on the left-hand table, you got Joe Spence coming up. Looks like his opponent is going to be Gary Hauk. Ben Francis at the table on the right-hand table for Calgary, shooting at the 2-ball. Maybe this is one that I think Ben goes after here. I think he might go after this this bank. I think he might take it on. Opts for the safety instead.
Nice shot. Yeah.
Really well weighted.
Brady who? Who's this Brady guy you're talking about?
Only Brady Golan. Phenomenal player out of BC. We'll see what Roger comes up with here. I think his plan is to go off this bottom rail, just tap that 2 ball and hide that cue ball behind that 8. But that is a really touchy shot.
Yeah, Calgary needs both of these. Tie it back up 5-5.
Absolutely.
It's looking at a 2-rail kick.
You see Kathy Metzinger waiting. She doesn't want to interrupt Roger in his train of thought. Ooh.
Missed.
He did not miss that by much.
No.
And I'm not sure he's really going to like this next
3
shot.
foul time. That's what looks like what Ben's going for.
Smart play if he can execute.
That is going to be very tough.
Jail. Yeah, that 5 is just in the wrong spot. He almost has to cross the path of where that 5 ball is to get the hit.
Kathy firing at the 1, rattles it out.
What is going on, Becky and Steve in Maui? You just made me jealous.
You need to have us out there for a tournament.
Right?
That Shannon's parents are leaving. They spend all of February in Maui.
I've been to Maui, and I will say this much about Maui. The beaches are phenomenal. It's like walking on silk.
Yeah.
The downside to Maui is everything closes at like 9 o'clock.
Oh, it's bedtime.
Yeah, not when you're in Maui. Joe Spence with a miss on the left-hand table leaves the 1 ball open to be pocketed into the into the left-hand side pocket for Kathy Metzinger. Just has to watch that cue ball. She doesn't want to hide in behind the 3 ball and snooker herself.
She might play that in the corner. I don't know. Oh, side,
I did
nice shot.
say beaches, Kevin.
Well, I heard something different. You said they have nice something or other.
No,
hey, now.
No. I'm still jealous.
You're edging. Find a pool hall there and tell them to have us over there.
Absolutely. In February.
Yeah. Oh, Kathy hooked herself.
It is very expensive in Hawaii. No matter where you go, whether it's Waikiki or Maui or any of the other
I've never
islands,
been.
It's expensive. Nice shot, Mr. Francis on the left table.
It's a nice hit by Kathy, but it's gonna leave Joe the cut to the corner.
Yeah, and if she does get a chance back at the table, she'll have to take advantage because Ben's looking good on the right-hand table. Joe is
Everything's there for him. He
Yeah,
just
it's kind of a tricky little shot though. The position to three, excuse me, from 3 to the 4, a little bit tricky. $50 Slurpees. Absolutely. That's an expensive Slurpee. Gotta watch this 8-ball here, or the scratch in the side. Cheats the pocket really, really nicely there.
nice. Ben fired that in.
What
Awesome.
a
Look at leave
shot.
and the weight control for that 7.
Shot.
And he just
Ben
roll ahead.
came to play today.
Well, he was hugging that MVP trophy all the way up here, so.
You know what? He won the majority of the qualifying events.
Oh, he won. He finished. I don't think he finished any worse than 3rd.
Yeah.
He won 3 of them.
He did, yeah. Damien says we have red hats. So for those that don't know who Damien Pongpanic is, he is the owner, co-founder of, or co-founder owner? I'm not sure, Damien, you'll clarify that, I'm sure, of Jam Up Apparel. They are the ones that sponsored the shirts for the Alberta Cup for both teams. That's the ones you see them wearing here. And those shirts, guys, are available for purchase. They are a limited availability. $49.95, available on the Jam Up website. When you go to the website, check out the Q Sports Live tab. Go on there, you'll find them in there. As of Monday morning, these shirts will no longer be available, and these shirts will be retired. They will never be made again. I'm the janitor. Attaboy, Damien. But I got to give you props, Damien, because the design, the layout, and the quality of these shirts are phenomenal. And let me tell you, price point of $49.95. Go on to, dare I say, one of the other higher-end shirt companies. That exact same style, design, and quality of shirt is $100 plus shipping. So, Damien, thank you very much for the price point on those for any of the fans or viewers that want to get their hands on one of these shirts. You'll notice kind of some of the touches on these shirts. On the bottom side, in the back, on Team Edmonton shirts has the Edmonton skyline, and on the Calgary shirts has the Calgary skyline. So really, really nice touch. They are sublimated shirts too. They are not a vinyl transfer. So what you see as far as graphics on that shirt is actually part of the shirt. It's not a heat transfer of vinyl.
They are very nice.
Custodial engineer.
Nice shot by Kathy.
Yeah, there's actually some special stuff that that is coming up as well. The layout of tonight, being this a team event, and I mean it's just game after game, makes it a little bit tough for us to kind of get in all of the things that we do want to get in. Tomorrow, though, with it being a long day, we've got some breaks scheduled. Stay tuned because we have some pretty awesome stuff coming up. We've got some things with Jam Up, some things with Jacoby, some things with the Thumper, lots of things going on. Yeah, she kind of took a little bit of a break. I think it was a 4-year break that Kathy took. She is back now though, and going hard. She's back on the tour. Six to 4 Edmonton.
This could be down to that one game for the 1 point.
Absolutely could. So we've got Roger at the table.
Rob at the table.
I keep saying Roger. It's not Roger. It is Rob. By the end of this weekend, I'll get it right.
Yeah.
Kevin, we go live tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. Rob's looking good.
Oops.
Deposits his 9-ball down to the bottom right-hand corner.
They are on the hill.
They are on the hill. It could come right down to that final game.
Yeah.
So the format of tonight, guys, was a team format, a best of 14, so a race to 8 for the point. We'll do that twice. This is now the second set of that. The third point will be awarded by a single game. Team Edmonton will pick one player. Team Calgary will pick one player. They're going to throw down in a single game for the final point of the night.
Yeah. Nice break by Brian there, but he's got a long shot on that 2-ball. Corner to corner.
Oh, it'll last the weekend. So tomorrow there's some Scotch doubles action. There's singles action.
Everything's scheduled.
Is timed. It's scheduled. There's scheduled breaks. So we'll have lots of time to kind of go over some of the sponsors, advertisers, so on and so forth. Some of the really, really cool things that we got coming up.
250 and up. Bounce around it.
And this is why we wanted to change it from 10 ball last year to 9 ball this year. I think it finds just, for me, it's a more exciting event. It gets people more engaged because you got to pay attention. Stuff will happen quick.
On the 9-ball, you might get that wild shot going for the 9.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, under hit by Carlos there. Carlos Barbosa.
Well, Brian's sitting pretty good here. Wide open.
Oh, yeah. Wide open spaces for Brian on the left. He could take this down for Team Edmonton right here.
Control this. Watch the side pocket.
Who won last year? Team Edmonton won last year.
Yeah.
They came up to Calgary and took it home. Nice shot from Carlos there. Nice little touchy weight control. Brian's looking good to take it home on the left. Yeah, 10 ball's kind of a strategic thing, and when you're trying to play a team event or something like the Alberta Cup, or we're modeled after the Mosconi, I think 9 ball makes for a more exciting event. Makes for better TV. Brian pulled it.
That stops on the 8 ball.
Does he get the members' love? It is his home pool hall. He is the owner. He might know how to talk to these tables. How many miles? I'm not sure about miles. We're probably about 245 kilometers.
No,
so
it's a little over 300 kilometers.
Is it 300 kilometers?
Yeah, we're about 160 miles, 170 miles, somewhere around there. Look at John with that bank.
John says it might be past 8 o'clock, but the banks are still open for me.
And John he's played in China a couple times representing Canada in the Chinese 8-ball events. So he's used to tight pockets.
He very much is. Uh-oh, look outside pocket.
That will do it. We are 1-1.
Wow, that was some unfortunate luck there.
Although
Ryan's putting that a little bit close for my liking.
Well, look at that 8-ball the last time.
Yeah.
He missed ball in hand in the 8-ball in the big tournament.
I suppose.
Yeah. John's not going to be happy with himself.
No, he's certainly not. Looks like Edmonton's kind of caught a gear here. So
it was their breaks all the way through too, right?
Yeah,
so that
absolutely. Yep. 8-4. Yeah, 3-hour drive anyway. Yep.
2 if I'm driving the odd time, but
yeah, and you
under
know what?
I've made it in under 2.
Yeah. Well, so I think everybody that's driven from Calgary to Edmonton's made it under 2. But Moritz, Edmonton back to Calgary, I make it an under 2.
Yeah.
But you'll notice there, Damien, up at the top above the tables, we're not using those scoreboards, but they are electronic scoreboards. Every table in the venue does have one.
So I've zeroed out the scores here because it is 1-1 overall now, like you can see in the middle there.
Yep.
They are going to play out the 14 games.
Yep.
But then each team will choose one player. They will lag for the break.
Yes.
And play for 1 full point, 1 game.
So we've got Sandy Badger versus Stephen Halem on the right-hand table here. So it must be the last game of that round. Sandy makes a ball. Look at that layout. Look at that layout.
Sandy should run this out too.
I'll tell you what, this is duck a la soup.
Let's go full screen on the one table.
What a layout, what a break. So Sandy Badger actually plays on the women's Pro Tour.
Yep, same with Kathy now too.
Yeah, so she's really accustomed to playing under pressure. They are playing for $5,540, winner take all. That money was raised from some of the qualifying events. Q Sports Live kicked in a little bit of money.
Yeah, BC, get your team ready next year.
Yes, absolutely.
Or the end of this year.
We're
maybe,
coming.
somewhere. Yeah,
we're coming.
We're gonna organize that.
We are.
We're gonna look at Manitoba and Saskatchewan too. Well, Western provinces.
So when we started this whole Alberta Cup, Calgary versus Edmonton, we had the plan of taking this thing interprovincial. So we do want to take this across Canada. We'll obviously have to have some conversations with a few key people in each province that want to help out
and organize,
run and organize all of the qualifiers and so on and so forth. But our goal is to compete with the likes of the Mosconi Cup, but we want it Canada style.
Yep. So easiest to start with is BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba. We've got the 4 provinces there that all got great pool players.
Absolutely.
And again, like Alberta, like BC, you could probably have 3 or 4 good teams for each.
Well,
right?
BC could have 2 Pro Tour teams.
Yeah.
Right. Calgary's got
2. These 2.
Yeah. I wouldn't put them at quite pro. There's a few players that definitely could play pro.
Yeah, BC's probably got the advantage with some of the players there.
Definitely, yeah. I'd have to give it to BC advantage over Calgary there. But that's the plan. So I mean, when we first started, and you know what, as with anything, our business when we started, we're only 2 years old.
Yeah.
Right, and you started it just going around on your phone, kind of doing it as a hobby. And then I kind of joined with you, and we put a whole business plan together. And since then, it's been growing and growing and growing and growing to the point that look out, because here we come.
Yep.
And as with anything, you know, the more we grow, the bigger things are going to get. And
well, like Damien's saying there, BC's playing Washington later this year in Seattle, and I think we're going to try to maybe stream that if we can. Was the talk maybe?
It's potential.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. We'll see. Wow. How did that 8-ball not drop?
These are tight pockets. Wow. They just like.
This is their home bar. That ball should have said, I'm going in.
Yeah.
There's Steven whooping it up. Play into the crowd. You got to love it. There it is. All right, guys. So we are tie ball game.
Yeah.
It is 1 point Calgary, 1 point Edmonton. We're going to have a single game for the final point of the night.
So there's the teams.
Yeah, you see that? They got their Bud Light, whatever that light is, the sink light.
Well, yeah, for the hockey that scores, yeah.
Yeah. Every time that they score a point, you can see that light going off.
Yeah, that's.
So while we're over there, guys, there's all the hardware that they're playing for on the table. Ryan, maybe we can zoom in a little bit on that hardware over there. So there's the trophies for the winning team. The MVP award is that kind of crystal one. And I'm not sure where the Alberta Cup went. Oh, it's laying down. It was tipped over. That's what's laying down there, the Alberta Cup.
So, here's the leg to see who's.
Wow, that's going to be close. Looks like Roger. Roger wins the lag.
Rob.
You know what? One day, this week, I'm going to get his name right. I don't know why I keep calling him Roger.
He's going to smack you.
Yeah, he is. And he's bigger than I am. So this will be a pressure match.
Race to 1 for a full point. And this is the last game of the night.
It is the last game of the night, guys. But fear not, we will be back tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. We will have all day tomorrow.
We got
final
Scotch,
match calls
singles,
at 9.
Yeah.
Rob Phillips to break. Single game for the final point of the night. This will give either Calgary or Edmonton a 2-1 lead. Race to 15 overall. Wow.
That'll work. 3 balls on the break.
Beautiful break. Really nice layout.
And you got a nice little kick on that 2 to the 4 ball to stop the 2 right for the side pocket.
Yeah. I don't know what the angle if he can hold. I think he might have to come down. Or is he going to draw? Is that 3-9 on? Is it 3-9 on to the bottom left here? That 3-9 might be on to the bottom left. Does he go for it?
I don't know.
Oh, that's nerves.
Oh, it's on. They're nice and close together. He's looking at it.
Does he play for it?
Oh, you have to from here, I think. He's playing bottom.
Wow, if he goes for this, man, you got to give him credit. Look at this. Look at this. Rob might be making quick work of this game. I love it, Kane. That's the way to be. For the win and the lead.
Oh, he stood up, checking it again.
Oh, and it rattles. It rattles.
This will be Steven with the carom, I bet.
Wow.
Stevens.
He is going for it. Steven's now going to go for it.
Oh, he's looking for the carom, yeah.
And you know, I can't blame Steven for taking his time here.
It's smart.
This is, yeah, of course. This is a big, big game.
It's 1 full point. I don't know, do you carom or do you cut the 3 over?
I might cut the 3.
I think I cut the 3.
Easier to control than a carom.
Yeah.
Right? And with the carom, you could
he's
potentially follow that 9 in too.
Yeah, he's cutting the 3.
There it is. Stephen Halem with the win, takes the lead. Calgary gets 2 points over Edmonton's 1 point. Wow. I'll tell you what, today went quick.
Yeah, there it is.
That was fast. I almost don't want to leave. I want to see some more pool. It's been a minute since we've been on the mics.
Yeah, well, we'll be back. There's everybody.
Has Stephen been going to the gym? He actually has been going to the gym.
Well, thanks everybody for tuning in.
Absolutely. And you know what, guys? To put on the Alberta Cup, there's been a whole lot of people involved to make this happen.
And here's some
Jam
of
Up
them.
Apparel, Mike Burton Home Team, Harry Campbell, Ben DeWolf, Quality Trophies and Engravings for donating all the hardware. CCS Canadian Q Sports, Citywide Radiator, Mike's Custom Installations, Jacoby Custom Cues, Lavin Bookkeeping, and Nancy Co. Cakes.
Okay,
guys, thank you very much for being involved.
One more time, if you guys like these shirts, they are available right here, Jam Up Apparel.
Yeah, go onto the Jam Up website. On the website, you'll see the CSL tab. Click on that. You'll see those shirts are available, but again, guys, this is limited availability. They're only available till the end of day Sunday. Come Monday, they are retired. You won't be able to get them. And I'll tell you, every player on Calgary and Edmonton will tell you these are quality gear. So, awesome job, guys. Congratulations, Calgary, taking a 2-1 lead over Edmonton.
Nice, yeah.
We will be back tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock live time.
Yep, so everybody tune in. Thanks for tuning in tonight. If you're new to Q Sports Live, make sure you like our Facebook page.
Absolutely.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are broadcasting to YouTube same time. So
we are 94 people away from 30,000 followers.
Nice. Well, let's get that this weekend.
Absolutely.
So thanks, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow morning.
Kane, I agree with you. That kid, Tyler Steyer, is a stud.
It was his birthday the other day.
It was, yeah. He did it up in the Mosconi Cup. So,
well,
guys,
DJ's starting.
Yep. All right, guys, music is blasting. We're out. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. Thanks very much for tuning in. We will see you in the morning.